Welcome back, everybody. So in this video, I'll be talking about few stocks that I see great opportunity in a longer run. So before we get started, please slap that like button, and 150 likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And we're really close to 10,000 subscribers, so help us reach to 10,000 subscribers, and that is greatly appreciated as well. Now, if you want to get all types of trade ideas daily, swing trade, live trading, and all kinds of help you need to become a better trader, definitely check out my link down below in the description for Patreon. Now, with that being said, let's get started with Nike. Now, we all know with tariff, this thing gapped down again, and right now there is some work to be done or getting done with Vietnam and us here in the states, which is the president of United States, Trump, and the entire government. With all these tariff news that came out recently, there was a gap down from 64, and since then, this thing finding some sort of a ground. Now you can see I have this info line here, and from the top, guys, down about 70%. So this stock was trading at 170, and now it's not even 70. You can buy it at 57. So why I'm actually making a video on some of these stocks, because later people will say, well, it was down, you didn't make a video, you just bought, and now you're saying, we should have bought this, that. And I see a lot of people out there looking for opportunities. So, if this video helps, it's worth making this video. That is all I'm doing, guys. If this video helps somebody become, at least, I would not say rich, but at least helpful in a longer run, that is all I need. Now, if you look at my screen, this is actually monthly time frame, because of course, we went through all the support levels and there's nothing to look at. And that is why I have this trend line here. And you can see we bounced off of this trend line from these lows, guys, from like 9-10 bucks here. So this is a trend line that could actually hold, which is around 54 to 55. And you can see I actually readjusted this trend line just to be sure that it's there. And you can see we got the bounce here, last week. And now if I drew another line here, especially on this monthly time frame, well, if you look at my screen, and just make it small. And let's make it red. There you go. So at around $61, if we can make it up there, there will be some resistance here on Nike. Now, let's have a look at the daily time frame, because this is where things are going to get interesting. Now you can see this is the trend line that I was showing you guys on monthly time frame. Even a couple of times before it came down here, found support. So if we can cross 61, there is a gap right here at 64. I'm not even gonna talk about this gap at 71, 72. And not to mention all these gaps on top. At some point, we're gonna go back up and close all these gaps, but it's not gonna happen in just a matter of week or two. It takes time. It takes lots of news catalyst for a stock like Nike to push even higher. So another thing I want to point out here on Nike, if you go to this hourly time frame, and we found this bottom here, it was a hammer type candle, and since then we're kind of just consolidating inside kind of a bull flag pattern. So if this thing is able to take this high out, which is around 59 to 60, we can definitely move up to 61.31, and from there it can possibly close that gap at 64. So that is your upside target in the short term. But of course, if you're going outside the box and you're going long, look at this opportunity, guys. I mean, definitely worth every chance, every look to go long here on Nike. It's a fantastic opportunity. And the next one, let's talk about Wayfair. So Wayfair is another one which I think it's a great opportunity. It's actually up on Friday with that news, with Vietnam up almost 4%, because a lot of their product comes from overseas, and that's where the tariff comes in. Now, if you look at my screen from the top to the bottom, down about 95%. I mean, that is just insane. Also, this is actually a stock that is a candidate for also short covering, guys. A lot of shorts are actually shorting this stock. pretty much killing it down to this level. And what was it, 20 bucks? I mean, this is where we started, 17, 18 bucks on Wayfair, and now we're back down to that level. But look at the high here, guys. I mean, almost 400 bucks. So you're telling me this is not a great opportunity. Also, another thing I want to point out here on Wayfair, and this is actually the monthly time frame. I'm not even going to target anything higher, but look at this right here. We're kind of inside this monthly wedge type of pattern. We had this run up here up to 91, got a rejection, came back. We had another run up here up to 57. So this thing can easily go up to at least I would say 50. Totally possible. I'm not even targeting no 400, 500, or even this, or even top of this, right? But 40, 50, that can definitely happen. Some good news, some good earnings, some upgrades, and it can definitely go to 40, $50. So that is the next one, and this is again monthly time frame. I'm not gonna go deep into daily technical analysis because it's been in a downtrend. You can see here on the daily chart, lower highs and lower lows, and this is the newest low here, and we're just under this right here, 28 to $30 zone. If we can get back in inside here, above 30, it can push easily up to at least I would say right here, guys, 40 to 50 bucks. So that is another one that I see great opportunity to go long here on the stock. And I think this is really fantastic if you're thinking outside the box. Oh, here's another one, MU, Micron. And you can see this thing. I mean, let's just do and see how much this thing is down. So the info line, go on the top, and I'm just doing a rough estimate here. And you can see it's down 59%. And you're telling me this is not a great opportunity? I don't think so. So this is another one. I think it's really looking good here. You can see from these lows, we went higher, came back, did not really touch this trend line. And I mean, you can bring it up here however you want to do it. If you bring it up here, you will see it's touching this. So, it depends how you want to go with that trend line. But this is pretty much the bottom here. You can see it touched here, went back up, came back, went back up, came back again here at 33, and then it took off. And then it was a double top here, came back all the way down here, some consolidation for a couple months here, and then finally it took back, took off to a brand new all-time high, 150 plus dollars. And now look at this, guys. 62. That's your zone to watch on MU. And this is another one that I already bought some shares and possibly looking to actually open up some longer calls on MU. And I think it's fantastic. And if you look at this, daily 200 SMA and this 50 SMA, and this is actually a daily time frame here. And you can see, whenever we get disconnected from this 200 SMA, it can snap back. And if it does that, I mean, easily up to 90 plus, that's all I need. I'm not even targeting this high, at least in the, shorter time frame. I think you can go there close to 100. It's just a matter of how long and how many weeks you can hold until that happens. So this is another one that is great opportunity, or at least can come up and retest these highs. You can see right here near 90 to 95. And even bottom of this consolidation, this channel here, that's around a 90. So that's why I'm showing you guys this is another stock that could be a great opportunity if you're thinking about going long on something like MU.